Narito ang mga pangunahing balita sa loob at labas ng bansa. Tinagid at kinalap ng Agila News Team. Agila Balita.
Narito ang balita. Iglesia ni Cristo sa Canada nag-donate ng kahong-kahong pagkain sa isang homeless shelter sa Red Deer. Tunog ng katahimikan, federal workers sa Honolulu International Airport nagprotesta laban sa shutdown sa Estados Unidos. Mga epekto ng pinakamahabang pagsasara ng gobyerno ng Estados Unidos sa mga individual, pamilya at komunidad. Mga posibleng epekto ng US government shutdown sa mga magsasaka ng Canada. Mga pamilya sinalubong ang 2019 sa parada ng laban ng mga rosas. Bagong hangout ng mga foodie sa Tampa. At 40 ang bagong 20, muling iniuwi ni Pacquiao ang welterweight title laban kay Broner. Magandang araw, ako si Myla Simbulan at ito ang Agila Balita, Washington, D.C.
Agila Balita.
Nag-donate ng kahong-kahong pagkain sa Safe Harbor Homeless Shelter ng Red Deer, Canada, ang Iglesia ni Cristo. Kaugnay ito ng layunin na iglesyang tumulong na maibsan ang kahirapan sa mga probinsya ng nasabing bansa. Narito ang report ni Mirel Roman.
Ito ang Safe Harbor Homeless Shelter sa Red Deer, Canada, kung saan ang Iglesia ni Cristo ay nagdo-donate ng kahon-kahong relief goods. Ang Safe Harbor ay lugar kung saan nagbibigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga individual o pamilya na makabangong muli sa pamamagitan ng resources at emosyonal na tulong. Ayon kay AGILA, ang pagtulong ng ito ng iglesia ay may positibong epekto sa kanya bilang voluntaryo.
I feel very happy that we were able to be a part of an event such as this. It's really good to see everybody being united and coming together to help people who are in need. I think this is a very beneficial event for the community, especially Red Deer, because they are able to see the Church of Christ and our events that we take a part in and how united we are as a congregation and as a district.
Ang Safe Harbor ay nagkakaloob rin ng murang pabahay para sa mga tumatawid mula sa kawalang tahanan. Ibinahagi ni Joyce Venturino kung bakit tumutulong ang ganitong kadikain ang Iglesia ni Cristo.
Well, it's part of the commandment of God. We were told to also help other people, not just the people in the church. So as members in the Church of Christ, it is important for us to follow this duty as well.
Ayon kay kapatid na Dale Vargas, ministro ng Iglesia, ang pagtulong sa kapwa ay tungkulin ng bawat Kristiyano.
Well, we had our devotional prayers, and also through our group overseers, we were able to visit all the brethren, and all the families were able to give donation goods. I believe that this is the second greatest commandment, to help our neighbors and to love them. And we're not just feeding them with words of the Lord God, but also food for their physical bodies.
Sa kabila ng kalamigan ng panahon, mararamdaman ang init ng pakikipagkapwa-tao sa dakong ito. Mula rito sa Red Deer, Canada, para sa Agila Balita, ako si Mirel Roman, 1 with 25.
Salamat, Mirel. Sa aming pagbabalik, tunog ng katahimikan. Federal workers sa Honolulu International Airport nagprotesta laban sa shutdown sa Estados Unidos. Mga epekto ng pinakamahabang pagsasara ng gobyerno ng Estados Unidos sa mga individual, pamilya at komunidad. Mga posibleng epekto ng US government shutdown sa mga magsasaka ng Canada. Magbabalik ang Agila Balita, Washington, D.C.
Agila Balita. Agila Balita.
Kayo ay nanonood ng AGILA Balita, Washington, D.C. Ako si Mayra Simbulan. Kaugnay ng pinakamatagal na pagsasara ng gobyerno sa kasaysayan ng Estados Unidos, nagsagawa ng silent protest ang mga manggagawa sa Honolulu International Airport. Narito ang ulat ni Alfred Acenas.
Important because we've got to get our workers back. We've got to get federal workers back to work. No employee shall be asked to come to work and not get paid. No employee shall be furloughed because of lapse in government funding. It's about opening up the government and telling Congress and our president to act and put Americans back to work.
Mahigit isang buwan na ang nakalipas mula nang isinara ang ilang mga kagawaran o ahensya ng pamahalaan ng Estados Unidos o ang tinatawag na partial government shutdown. Ang nagiging epekto nito ay ang pansamantalang kawalan ng sweldo at benepisyo ng mahigit 800,000 empleyado. Kasama na ang ilang libo dito lamang sa Hawaii. Bilang pagprotesta, mga ilang daang empleyado ng pamahalaan kasama ang mga kumakatawan ng mga unyon at madlang publiko ay nagsagawa kamakailan ng isang silent march sa Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. Anila, ang layunin ng silent march ay para maipamalas nila ang kanilang tutol sa desisyon ng mga lideratong politiko sa Washington, D.C. habang iginagalang naman ang patuloy ng pagdulot ng serbisyo sa nasabing paliparan. Samantala, ang mga empleyadong hindi namang naapekto ng government shutdown ay nadadamay pa rin. Isang halimbawa, si Ginang Park na kailangan pa niyang gampanan ang mga ilang responsibilidad na hindi naman bahagi ng kanyang mismong trabaho.
You know, that's too bad. So I wish they come to, pretty soon. So yeah, you guys okay? Yeah, so we gotta help the tourists too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're asking, tourists asking whatever. So we gotta go. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta help.
Nagsimula ang kanilang paglakad sa isang dulo ng airport terminal kung saan nakausap namin si Ma'am Julie, isang postal worker at union representative.
But I do believe as a federal worker, when one is injured, one of our brothers or sisters is injured, it does a domino effect to everyone. As the saying goes, injured to one is injured to all.
Okay.
So it causes a domino effect where it starts affecting our economy.
Yes.
And even people's personal lives. I will do my best. We have supported other locals here. Our union did, and personally, I my own self had supported other locals out of my own personal finances.
Okay.
Because I know what it's like not to have
Okay.
and to do the struggles.
Sa ngayon, ang Department of Defense o DOD ay hindi naapekto ng nasabing shutdown. Gayunman, ang mga ilan sa kanila katulad ni Ma'am Jamie ay nakikiramay sa mga kapwa nilang empleyadong naapektuhan.
So we're just here to help rally for the TSA workers that are being affected today. So for us, I represent federal workers in different areas of the Navy, Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard and stuff like that. They're not affected. So the DoD was covered, in this last bill. So we feel for them. It could have been us, like all of our workers as well.
Sa bandang kalagitnaan ng airport, napansin namin ang hindi pangkaraniwang haba ng pila ng mga naglalakbay patungo sa security checkpoints. Ang dahilan, iilan lamang ang mga ahente ng Transportation Security Administration o TSA ang tumutulong nung araw na iyon, habang ang karamihan naman ay hindi na pumasok dahil sa pagkawala ng sahod. Sa kabila ng matinding kagipitan, karamihan sa kanila ay nagkukusang loob na magtulungan at magbigayan sa isa't isa.
There will be food banks, food pantry distribution coming out next week. We'll be doing hot meals tomorrow to show them some kind of support, and it's just a start. And we welcome the community and the public to get involved.
Nang matapos ang kanilang pagtitipon, ilan sa kanila ay may mga personal na mensahe para kay Presidente Trump at sa mga liderato ng Kongreso.
I said, Donald Trump, grow up. You need to start doing your job and do what you were elected for, and that is to provide for the American public, for the United States. That's what he's there for. Not to hold us as hostage.
Stop using people, man. Stop taking people hostage, for personal gains. It's hurting people. It's really hurting people. 800,000 workers out there. It's just sad. It's sad to see humans taking advantage of humans that are just trying to make things work, man.
Nagbabalita mula Honolulu, Hawaii, ako si Alfred Asenas, 1 with 25.
Salamat, Alfred. Noong Biyernes ay pansamantalang binuksang muli ni Pangulong Trump ang gobyerno hanggang sa ika-15 ng Pebrero. Ang mahigit sa isang buwan na pagsasara ng gobyerno rito sa Estados Unidos ay puminsala sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay ng mga manggagawang pansamantalang nawalan ng trabaho, damay na ang kanilang mga pamilya. Nakapanayam natin sila pati na ang miyembro ng komunidad at nagbahagi ng kanilang mga saloobin. Narito ang report ni Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmot.
Sa nakaraang pinakamahabang pagsasara ng gobyerno sa kasaysayan ng Estados Unidos, may 800,000 ang hindi sumahod ng mahigit isang buwan. Bagamat ang ilan ay hindi kasing hirap ang inabot pagdating sa pagtawid sa krisis na ito, hindi nangangahulugang naging madali ito sa kanila.
We are a dual-income family and my wife is currently working. But because I have not received a paycheck for the last couple times, we needed to tap into our reserve funds. We have to be a little bit more conservative when we purchase things. It's stuff that we truly need and not stuff that we want. So hoping that the situation that we're in will be resolved soon, and then I'll go on and go back to work, finally get paid, and then continue to provide for my family.
I've been working for the government for about 17 years now. I have gone through numerous government shutdown before. However, as this shutdown has been the longest in history, the impact is very much felt by myself, my family, and I'm sure by many government employees. My household had been fortunate as my wife is still working. One thing about the shutdown that we as a family have to go through is to be mindful of our expenses. Pretty much just like saving for the rainy days, so to speak. We need to make sure that we don't spend our savings on unnecessary expenses and be frugal when it comes to our spending decisions. I hope that this government shutdown ends soon, very soon.
Ang mga nawalan ng sahod pansamantala ay masasabing biktima ng shutdown na ito, ngunit damay sa pangyayari ang mga pamilya, mga asawa at anak ng mga empleyado na hindi lamang ang kurot pinansyal ang naramdaman, kundi pati emosyonal na pagkabahala.
And my mom is actually a federal worker, currently furloughed, and it's been pretty difficult with me and my family to provide rent and all that for the house that we're in right now. Just last week, my mom kind of sent me a text and she told me, please try to save as much as you can. We don't know how long this shutdown will be, and it's just us two at home, and we have to make sure we can make ends meet, we can pay rent and all that. Yeah, we just have to make sure we can survive this. Yeah, it's been pretty hard,
It really hits home because my husband was furloughed and he doesn't have a job. So we are missing one paycheck in the household, and it's really affecting us. It affects everything that we need to spend money on, things that we need for our family, the necessities, paying our bills.
Tunay na nakaapekto sa bansa ang shutdown na ito. Kinapanayam ng AGILA Balita ang ilan sa mga mamamayan na nagbahagi ng kanilang pagkadismaya sa mga pangyayari.
It's kind of unfair. They're not getting paid, so a lot of them will lose maybe their homes. They'll be out on the streets. Because I know for me, myself, if I were to be affected by the government shutdown, my family and I will be out on the streets definitely. And it's unfair because it's not only the workers, it's also the children that are suffering from the government shutdown.
Very concerning. I mean, that's a lot of people first, but more importantly, the fact that these are the people that we're currently relying on because it's the government, so our infrastructure, our rules, regulations, all that, the fact that that's being placed as a halt just to, I don't know, prove a point as a bargaining chip, very distasteful, but nevertheless, I hope that this gets resolved as soon as possible so that they could go back to work, feed their families.
This government shutdown is sad and unfortunate to the thousands of people involved. This is a bullying tactic by President Trump at best. His funding plans have altered during his presidency from being fully funded by Mexico, then being indirectly funded by Mexico, and now he's demanding more funding from the government and is backed into a corner. It shows that he's willing to sacrifice the livelihood and well-being of thousands of American families to get what he wants. People are without paychecks but still have bills to pay. I think the shutdown will have long-lasting effects even after it's over. This is unfair and hurtful to the American people.
How I feel shame on the president for punish the innocent. They have nothing to do with this shutdown. He's the one that decided the shutdown. He's the one who should reopen and let the people go back to work so they can do their job and get paid and support the family.
But I sympathize with everybody, because it's not fair to them. They've sacrificed a lot for the government, and the government just turning their back on them and not caring anything about them. It's not fair. It's not America. Simple.
It is not in the best interest of the United States as a whole, and I think that those that are empowered should consider that instead of catering to the whims of the individual that seems to be calling the shots. Look at the overall effect that it's having on the country and make a decision that's going to better the country. I understand that, it's being used as a tool to force them to release the money necessary to build a wall that they believe will protect our individuals that live here in the U.S., but at the same time, you're hurting individuals now, so it doesn't make sense. I know they said there's a lot of criminal element coming in, but there's way more criminal element being born here in the States that I think that will ever sneak into the United States. So in that regard, I don't feel that it's justified to make so many suffer just because of something that, honestly, I don't think is going to have a very large effect on us at all anyway.
We feel for them. It could have been us, like all of our workers as well. But this is just, not fair to the federal workers that are being affected, and it's all because of dysfunction in Washington, D.C.
It makes me wonder how one person can take over and do all this. Is Trump, is he really hurting any? Or is it more of a prideful thing that he really wants? How long is it going to take before he lets his pride down and actually realizes why he took presidency, and that's to take care of the people.
Kamakailan ay pansamantalang binuksan ni Pangulong Donald Trump ang gobyerno hanggang sa ika-15 ng Pebrero. Nag-uulat mula sa Washington, D.C. para sa AGILA Balita, ako si Eliza Gonzalez Manglekmot, 1 with 25.
Salamat, Eliza. Kaugnay pa rin ng pinakamahabang pagsasara ng gobyerno sa kasaysayan ng Estados Unidos, pati ang kalapit bansa nito ay ramdam din ng epekto. Narito ang ulat ni AGILA reporter Thomas Likeness.
Canadian farmers are feeling the effects of the U.S. government shutdown. This time of year, while farm fields like this in Western Canada are covered in snow, farmers are inside studying market trends and agricultural forecasts from other parts of the world, especially the United States. But that information is hard to come by these days. The main source of that data is the United States Department of Agriculture. Because of the shutdown, the department has delayed releasing reports that farmers rely on for crop planning. This is the time of year when farmers start making decisions on what they're going to plant and what seeds and other crop inputs they need to buy. Marketing reports tell farmers what world demand is for various crops and where countries such as China plan to buy from. For example, if China were to commit to buying mainly American soybeans, Canadian farmers would probably opt for an alternative crop such as corn instead. If the shutdown drags on for much longer, Canadian farmers will have a tough time making informed decisions. Thomas I. Likeness, Eagle News, I'm 1 with 25.
Salamat, Thomas. Susunod, mga pamilya sinalubong ang 2019 sa parada ng laban ng mga rosas, bagong hangout ng mga foodies sa Tampa. At 40 ang bagong 20, muling iniuwi ni Pacquiao ang welterweight title laban kay Broner. Magbabalik ang AGILA Balita, Washington, D.C.
AGILA Balita. AGILA Balita.
Kayo ay nanonood pa rin ng AGILA Balita, Washington, D.C. Ako si Mayda Simbulan. Matatapos na naman ang buwan ng Enero, ngunit karamihan sa atin ay nais pa ring sariwain ang mga selebrasyon kaugnay ng bagong taon. Kaya naman gagawin natin yan ngayon. Ating balikan ng sinalubong natin ang 2019 sa piling ng higanting floats, equestrians at ang Royal Court. Narito sina Eva at Alan Basalahe.
It's 7 a.m. on New Year's Day, and already Colorado Boulevard is full of parade goers like the Cronquist family. Yay! Inspiring. In Pasadena, California, families like the Cronquists join an expected attendance of 700,000 people for the Tournament of Roses Parade presented by Honda. You could have chosen to just stay at home, nice and warm in your PJs. Instead, you decided to tough it out.
This was a bucket list for me. I've been watching this parade for over 50 years, from my mom all the way down. And so to be here live and in person, it's just a dream come true for me.
And what about you, sir?
I think we're just crazy. It's a great experience. We had to do it at least once.
It doesn't matter how big your TV is or how HD it is. There's nothing that is like seeing it all live.
Are you local? Are you out of state? Are you out of your minds for being here at 40-degree weather?
We're from Defiance, Ohio.
It's colder in Ohio.
What made you decide to tough it out and be a part of this unique experience?
This is on my bucket list. I'm working my bucket list.
This is awesome. I mean, the bucket list thing for us, and you sit and watch it on the couch for like 25 years, and you finally get a chance to get out of here. It's just a great experience.
How do you like your stay so far?
Great. It's been just a beautiful area, tons of things to do.
We're huge Ohio State fans, so we're here to watch the marching band come through. It's going to give us chills because like my husband said, we watched it on TV, and now we're going to see it live.
The parade is divided into three main parts: marching bands, the equestrian units, and of course, the floats. Painstaking efforts are made to cover float surfaces with natural materials like flowers, seaweed, and nutshells.
They'll use things like onion seed, orange lentil, purple status, poppy seeds, just to create whatever effect that they're looking to create. There's a lot of hard work involved with what they're doing, but are they still having fun? This is not our real job. We do this for fun, and there's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of interest in just spending time for a common goal.
This float is representing Universal Studios, and they are promoting their movie, How to Train Your Dragon 3. The float is 73 feet long, and it'll be about 35 feet high. Gorgutter, our dragon in the back, he will actually be breathing real fire. So we're real excited about that. He's going to look amazing.
Float behind me is the entry for China Airlines called Rhythms in Taiwan. The float materials are a wide variety of seeds, dry materials, between orange lentils on the dancers all the way through the batting and Hawaiian weave.
Our float it's from the Chipotle restaurants. It's decorated with only the 51 ingredients that they use in their restaurants. Other than the roses, we use everything from chili powder to cumin to onions and cilantro, so you're really hungry when you pass by the float. Our tractor is made of chili powder and chili flakes that we grind it up. The black that you see on the tires is onion seed. We also have pepper,
Then our tractor itself is pulling a cart, and that cart has a band on it, Portugal the Man.
Our float is Far Out Frequencies. It's about how music brings us together, even people from like different planets. You'll see Morgan and his little friend here, and they're rocking out on the guitars. And then you'll see our proteas and like our beautiful deck with irises and roses. Up top, you'll see two little aliens playing with an accordion, and another astronaut up top with a baby alien on his shoulder, and Tuba Head all the way in the back with his head stuck in a tuba.
Equestrian units have been part of the parade experience since the beginning. Mounted on majestic breeds, riders showed off their skills on horseback, as well as demonstrate the high-level discipline each steed requires in order to maintain tight formations.
While making the rounds at one of the float decorating places, Eagle News ran into the 2019 Rose Parade Royal Court. Can you explain how crazy your life has become, how it's changed?
We have had the busiest schedule these last 3 months, and our lives have been turned upside down. Just yesterday we had, I think, a 15-hour day, and the day before that we had 7 events. But overall, we are having a blast.
Now media is like trying to grab you whenever they can and just have a few minutes of your time.
I think it's definitely very important, and it's very special to us because it gives us the opportunity to be able to speak about what we're passionate about and what we do, and spread the ideas and values that we all hold and share together as a court.
Now, friends, family, how have things changed for them?
We really can't do without our friends and family, and so our parents have supported us, whether it's grabbing our jacket when we forget it, when we leave the house, or it's reminding us of an event tomorrow, or waking us up. They've really been our support system throughout this entire process and really are the reason that we can do this.
Has anyone actually been on a float before? No. Anyone afraid of heights?
No.
What are you anticipating?
So we've actually had one float test where we had to practice a fire drill, and we actually got off in 5 seconds, which was a record, I believe. But being on the float, something that all the past courts talk about is being in passing TV corner, where all the media is stationed, all of our friends and family are stationed, and that will be something that we're all really looking forward to, and just being down the parade float and being part of history. I think that's what makes it so special.
What does it mean to you to be able to represent the city of Pasadena?
So the Tournament of Roses is such an amazing organization. They help so many people, and they're really, really amazing. A volunteer force. So we are so blessed to be able to be representatives for them and for the city of Pasadena, which has done so much for us.
For over a century, bands from all over the world have made the 5.5-mile march in the Rose Parade.
We had the privilege of speaking to not 1, but 6 band directors who've pooled the collective talents of high schoolers from the Shimane Prefecture in Japan. What is one of the most rewarding things about teaching young people?
子どもたちが一日一日すごく成長してくれるところが、そういうのを見れるところが嬉しいです。
He likes seeing the growth that the students show every single day.
Why is it important that these young people are part of a marching band?
出雲という地域がとても音楽が盛んです。小学生ぐらいからその吹奏楽をしている生徒もすごく多いです。マーチングバンドも多いので。憧れやすいかなと思います。
So in Izumo, music is very important and common. The people and students, they start at a really young age, even elementary school, and they join band there.
Who did the Village People YMCA direction?
最初の安来節は郷土の歌です。最後の YMCA はアメリカのテレビ番組を見てそれを真似して作りました。
So in the very beginning, there was a Yasuki Bushi, which is a dance from Izumo, and then they ended it with the YMCA, which they got inspired from an American TV show.
So let's talk about now the actual Rose Parade. What can we look forward to seeing?
沿道の皆様の笑顔を期待しております。生徒のいわゆるアピール、表現を期待してください。
So he says for America to be ready for Izumo's expressions and their enthusiasm, and he's excited to see the audiences, their reactions and their enthusiasm.
そうですね。それはやっぱり世界の音楽のパレードがですね、経験できるというのは一生に一度かぐらいしかないと思いますので、もうここへ参加するということは本当は憧れだと思いますので、そういう意味で本当にここはやっぱり参加したいパレードです。
This is an international music parade, and it's and it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. So he's just glad that he's here, and he wants everyone to experience that experience of coming to America and showing the world what beautiful music is.
Speaking of beautiful music, the theme of this year's parade is the melody of life. And as we know, music can certainly move and inspire people.
Reflecting on this premise, we asked some of our friends what they'd like everyone to be inspired to do in 2019. Get involved in your community, volunteer some time, do something positive for the people around you.
Oh, be inspired to dance.
We get to, interact with each other and listen to music together.
I'd say go out and learn an instrument.
So the court this year has really spread a message of inclusivity. We hope that people will, in the new year, connect with other people that they're close with and support their family and friends, but also will be open to connecting with people that are very unlike themselves.
For a sometimes flawed world, those sentiments are absolutely perfect. Well, that'll do it for our coverage of the Tournament of Roses Parade presented by Honda.
To all our viewers around the globe, here's hoping that this new year is the best one yet. Reporting from Pasadena, California for Eagle News, this is Eva and Alan, and we are 1 with 25.
Salamat Eva at Alan. Mula sa California, tawid tayo papuntang Florida at tuklasin ang isa sa mga pinakabagong hangout ng mga foodie roon. Narito si AGILA reporter Abby Aragon.
Isang lugar kung saan pwedeng mag-relax, isang lugar kung saan pwedeng kumain, at isa ding lugar kung saan pwedeng magmasid. Binuksan noong February 2018, ang Armature Works ang naging pinakabagong hangout spot dito sa Tampa. Dating storage at maintenance facility ng Tampa Electric Streetcars ay ngayon inangkop bilang isang mixed-use building. Ngayon, ito ay tahanan ng mga kainan at maliliit na mga butik at kung saan maaari ding matanaw ang Hillsborough River. Nag-aalok sila dito ng iba't ibang uri ng pagkain, katulad ng sushi, burgers at ice cream, at marami ding pwesto kung saan pwedeng umupo at kumain. Kahit sa labas ng patio o maging sa damuhan, parehong bagay sa panoon dito sa Florida. Mayroon din silang kahanga-hangang hugasan ng kamay na naghahandog ng libreng sparkling at still na tubig na wala sa ibang mga lugar. Nauna na ako at bumili ng isang Cuban sandwich sa Hemingway's. Ang lasa? Winner! Bumili din ako ng mga malalaking cookies sa kapansin-pansin na bakery ng Inside the Box. Ang kakaiba dito sa lugar na ito ang kanyang atmosphere. Ang damuhan ay naglaan ng maraming upuan para makapag-relax at makakwentuhan kasama ng mga kaibigan.
It's a place that people like to take visitors from out of town just to show them like a good time. And if you're in a large group where people have different tastes, preferences, it's just a place where everyone can find something to eat. It just makes the neighborhood more attractive to people like me to have, restaurants and places to go.
It's great for Tampa. It brings people out, creating good memories and moments with my friends. Downtown Tampa now is like the place to be.
So if you're a foodie here in Tampa, make sure to check out Armature Works. I'm Abby Aragon, EBC Florida correspondent, and I'm 1 with 25.
Salamat, Abby. Ang 40 ang bagong 20. Totoong-totoo ito na patunayan ni boxing icon Manny Pacquiao ang kanyang gila sa pagtatanggol ng kanyang welterweight title laban sa mas nakakabatang si Adrian Broner. Celeste Rodriguez para sa mga detalye.
Makalipas ang 2 taon, bumalik sa ring si boxing icon Manny Pacquiao para ipagtanggol ang kanyang welterweight title laban kay Adrian Broner.
40 years old, I feel still young, and tomorrow I have something to prove. With
tomorrow night, man. I'll be legend overnight.
My name is Troy. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I think he has a chance. We'll see when the fight comes. I think Broner's going to knock him down.
Nagsimula ang laban na nagpalitan ng suntok ang dalawang manlalaro. Nakita sa mga unang round na mukhang may laban si Broner. Ngunit habang tumatagal, tila nalula siya sa mas mabilis at mas may karanasan sa boxing na si Manny. Mula sa ika-6 na round at mga sumunod pa, mapapansing bumagal na si Broner at hindi na makasabay kay Pacquiao. Sa dulo na ika-12 round, tinanghal na panalo ng laban si Pacquiao.
I'd like to say 40 is the new 20. I think he proved that tonight.
Good evening. Thank you so much for all your support. Once again, it's nice to be back here in the United States. If you ask me, I feel like I won the fight. I'm not about to sit here and with a sad face.
Maraming naging usapan tungkol sa edad ni Pacquiao bago at pagkatapos ng laban. Subalit dahil sa kanyang mataas na level na aktibidad, napatunayan ni Pacquiao na ang edad ay isa lamang numero. Mula rito sa Las Vegas, ako si Celeste Rodriguez, 1 with 25.
At iyan ang Agila Balita, Washington, D.C. Bisitahin ang aming mga website, Eaglenews.PH at EagleNewsLive.com. Sundan kami sa Facebook/EagleNews.PH at sa Twitter.com EagleNews. Salamat sa panonood. Ako si Myla Simbulan, 1 with 25. Tutok lang, magbabalik ang Agila Balita.
Sumainyo ang mga balitang kinarap, maingat na isinulat at inihanay ng Eagle News Service. Agila Balita.